loved it. Absolutely loved it. Hi guys, welcome back to another video by Lizzie Lovett. Today I've got something really exciting for you. So I'm going to tell you about my experience and what to expect when going on a ski season. So if you're snowboarding, skiing, whatever it is, you're working out there, doing some sort of job, I'm going to tell you about that and what to expect. Before we get started, please don't forget to just subscribe down below. If you really enjoy watching me and listening to me ramble about stuff, then give it a subscribe. Continue watching my videos, that'd be amazing. Give it a massive thumbs up if you want to give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it that much, that'd be amazing. Comment anything below that you'd like to comment and continue watching. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. So again, let's get to this. So I went for an interview with Family Ski. I knew straight away I wanted to work for them because the company is absolutely amazing. They treat you so well, they were respectful, they cared about you, they wanted you to have a good time. Number one, you don't need to actually be able to ski or snowboard to do a ski season. So many people think that before you do a ski season, you have to be able to ski or snowboard in some way or another, have the basic skills. You really don't. A lot of people I went with on a ski season, they did not know how to ski or snowboard. And at the end of it, they were actually the best skiers and snowboarders. Number two, do a job that fits around what you want to get out of your ski season. So if you're going to do a ski season, do a job that that you actually enjoy or has the time off that you want. My position, I worked in the kids camp, so the clubs. So in the daytime, I would go to work in the chalets and I would have the children that maybe wanted to have a break from the slopes or maybe didn't want to ski or snowboard, so I would look after the children while the parents maybe went off and did some skiing or had some time on their own. So that was a really good job. I loved it. I loved the children. You had all types of children, great characters, and also you had some time off. So you didn't work the evenings except for one day a week I had to babysit. You got some extra money and yeah. And if they didn't need any babysitters, then you didn't have to babysit. So make sure you choose a job that actually you enjoy, but also you get the time off that you want off. So working the kids camp, I worked the daytime and I had like the evenings off, or like you'd have a few hours off in the afternoon, or you'd just work the afternoon. So you didn't work all the time. I had one day off a week, full day, nothing else to do. You could just have a good time and have fun, go snowboard and just have a drink with your friends. Yeah, so other jobs like chalet hosts, chalet chefs, so you had all the different jobs there are so many depending on which company, which resort you're at. Just make sure you choose the job that fits what you want to get out of a ski season. What you should and shouldn't take. So
most importantly, when I did my ski season, I took a lot of clothes, like a lot of things. I had a massive suitcase and also like a smaller suitcase. You probably didn't need as much as I do. I always overpack.
You need to take the right things because when you're out there, it's really difficult to buy these things. You take the right clothes, gear, equipment with you. It's not like back home. You don't need to dress up in heels. You don't need dresses. You don't need all that. You just need your jeans, your après boots, a jumper or a t-shirt, and your ski jacket, even hats. People would go out in hats. Like, it's literally, you're coming off the slopes and you're wearing what you're wearing, okay? So don't take loads of fancy dresses, don't take loads of heels, don't take any of that. Trust me, you won't need it. What I will say you need, most important things you will need to take with you are après boots. So here I've got a few things I thought I'd show you what I took or what I would suggest taking. So you want a pair of really good boots. So obviously it gets icy, it gets snowy, days kind of change depending on the season that you're out there, but après boots are so important. Making sure you've got good footwear that are warm, that don't get your feet wet. So a pair like this, it got a black pair of Sorels, or you don't have to go all out, you don't need to spend loads of money because obviously it will cost you otherwise. But again, I've got my Timberlands. I've had these for years. So this is the pair I wore when I actually worked my season. I wore them everywhere I went. I wear them out when we went for drinks, when we went out for dinners, when we went out just anywhere. If you're working, this is what I wore, like a good boot. Another thing, you really do need a good pair of goggles. Get yourself a good pair of goggles because you don't want to be borrowing other people's. You want to be able to see when you're skiing or snowboarding. You don't want to be going out there when it's a white out and you can't see anything because it's just the worst. And your eyes would be watering and you won't be able to see where you're going. So basically any conditions when you're skiing or snowboarding, you want a good pair of goggles. Another thing that's really important, I think one of the most essential items when you do a ski season, if you want to go on those mountains and you want to learn how to ski or snowboard, you want to have a good time, that's fine, but make sure you have a ski helmet. You want to protect that head because that's one of the most important parts of you. No, it's not the coolest thing, it's the most important part of you, your head. You want to protect that head, so make sure you have a helmet. Even if you don't think it looks cool or you don't like wearing things on your head, trust me, it will save your life. You want to take your own pair of gloves. Trust me, you want your own gloves. You don't want to be wearing other people's. And also, if you get cold hands or you're in the snow, you want a good pair of gloves. Plenty of socks. You need loads and loads of socks. Get yourself a ski jacket. That's also another really important thing you need. A ski jacket. If you're going out, you're going to wear a ski jacket. If you're on a mountain and you are skiing or boarding, you are going to need a jacket. If you know who you are living with, so you have a pre-meetup, find out what they're taking. So if one of you wants to take straighteners, only one of you needs to take straighteners. You don't want to have multiple things at the same because you're not going to have the room for it. What is included when you do a ski season? Obviously free accommodation, free food, you get paid monthly. It's not the best wage, but you get paid. You get to use the vans, the company vans, depending on the company. You get transport, you get ski equipment. So you may need to take a few of these things like jackets, helmets, gloves, but you do get a lot included. So every week we would go for like a weekly food shop, and you get so much money to spend on food. So you don't take the mick, but just, yeah, get what you need. How much did I get paid? So obviously my job was working with children. I think it's between £600 and £700 a month, I think. But it really wasn't about making money there. It was about having a really good time, meeting new people and just enjoying yourself. And you did get tips every now and then, like every other week or something, you would get tips from different guests that have been staying. Living conditions. So living conditions were interesting, but actually I loved where I lived. So I lived in, it's called a little hobbit hole. The living conditions are different depending on where you're put. So in the resort that I was in the French Alps. I was in a town called Ardent. So I lived in this little like nook thing, like called the hobbit hole, we called it. It was like attached to one of the chalets, and you'd kind of go the back way round up the stairs, and you had this little like, yeah, living space. It was like kind of one room. You had a little bathroom and your toilet and all that. So yeah, depending on where you put, you have some different interesting living conditions, but overall absolutely amazing. Okay, let's talk about the social life, because I'm sure many of you want to know what I got up to, what you can get up to when you're on a ski season, depending on what job role you're doing, obviously. But I had the evenings off, I had part of the day off on the occasions, and I had one full day off every week. So with my time, on my day off, I'd go ski, snowboard, whatever it is. I'm a snowboarder, so I always snowboarded. On a day off, I'd go out with my friends, spend the day on the mountain, have a nice lunch up there or have a drink up there, come back down, and then they had this bar called Happy Hours where you get cheap drinks. So if you were going to go out to town, we would get the company vans, and one person would be the designated driver, and we would all give them a £5 each just to pay them for driving because they weren't drinking that night. So one person who's working in their group, if they didn't want to drink and they could drive the vans, then they would drive the vans, and you would all be taken into town, and you could have drinks, food, whatever it is, and you can go party basically. But obviously just be respectful and don't be stupid, okay? Because I know many people want to just go all out, and that's fine, but just be a bit respectful that you're still out there working, and you don't want to be absolutely massively hungover for your next day, or you don't want to be an idiot that something really stupid happens basically. But the social life is really good, and you can have just such a good time. There's parties in different places on the mountain. There might be events going on. There might be competitions going on in the mountain, so you can go to those and drink as well, or eat, or just, you don't even have to drink, just have a good time. That's what it's all about. You can be out there socialising and just having the best time of your life. So overall, to conclude this video, I would thoroughly recommend doing a ski season. If you love the mountains and you do love to ski or snowboard like I do, then do it. That's one of my main reasons I wanted to do it, because I love to snowboard, I love being on the mountain, I wanted to travel, I wanted to meet new people, and that was why I did what I did. It's a once in a lifetime experience, and I would love to go back and do it again. You had your ups and you had your downs. Don't get me wrong, that's like any experience, you do have your ups and you have your downs. But overall, absolutely amazing, and I made I found my best friend there, and trust me, if you make friends that are lifelong friends forever, and they will make that experience so good. So Hannah, if you're watching this, I miss you, and I'm so happy that I did a ski season just to have met you. So, you know, do a ski season if that's what you want to do, people, because it is an experience you'll never forget.
I'm going to leave it there before I start going off on a more chatting about stuff.
There is so much again to say about ski season, like there was about cruise shipping. If you want to know more about these things, then just comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed filming it. I love talking about all the adventures that I've been on. I like to share that with people. I like to help them, and I hope you guys gained something from me talking. I hope it wasn't just annoying and rambly, but I really hope it helped you in some way. So if you're doing a ski season or you're thinking about doing one, then I hope this helped you. So I will see you next time, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe down below, like this video, and yeah, continue watching me, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.